Third down, still 14 yards left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That goes as a gain of 37 on third down. Back to the ground, Peterson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
140.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Michael Vick, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Peterson running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 23. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the...
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now back to throw. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Myers able to knock it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now they try the right side here. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And off comes to Peterson. And he is knocked down from the side. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now here's a carry heading left. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 145. Now a handoff as they run left side. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now a handoff looking right. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. On the run, this is Jackson. And some space here. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Let's go!
Throwing on first down, Warner. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
Let's go!
Looking to throw on second down. Warner. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. DeMarcus Ware. Charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. Needs something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. That's a tough one not to hang on to on third and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up fourth down.
A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
85.
Play clock winding down. He'll look to throw. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now it's 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now it's Jackson. And some room to work. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
They run the counter now on first down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. A handoff as they run the counter play. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And they're not able to convert on fourth down.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a handoff looking right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. 140. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Panthers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is third and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
He's back to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this is caught, pulled in by Clark. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now here's whistles and another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. 3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, You got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays,
and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.